Okay, well,
24 is coming.
Oh, she's coming. Okay.
okay, we got Key Andrea. Okay, and we've got Charles. And then girls, congratulations. Whenever you ask a question, you should speak into the microphone real carefully. Just pull it to you, and y'all put that between y'all maybe and share it.
Okay.
Okay, I'll tell you take this one and then coach you. Okay. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is R.A. Hubbard, Coach Candace Bird, and the Class 1A State Finals. Coach, any comments you want to make? Then we'll open up for questions.
What a game. That's all I have to say is what a game. These girls came out, and number one, our motto for this year was "We Believe." And we speak that before every practice, every game, after the game. We just speak it over ourselves that we believe. And, you know, they came out and they played like they believed. We got down, we were down, but I told them in the huddle, this is our time and that we belonged here. They said, yes, ma'am, we belong here. Let's get it done.
Questions for Coach or players?
What happened in the last 2 minutes?
Last 2 minutes, nerves. Nerves. They got nervous. But once we had the, on their part, yes. And once we, after that timeout, we got together and I told them this moment was not going to be too big for us. We were going to take this moment belonged to us, and we told them that every shot to shoot it with confidence and just believe that they were going to make it.
Other questions?
All right, Coach, so you lead the first half, you lead at halftime, then they take the lead in the third quarter. What did you tell the girls to keep them in the game and keep them fighting?
I told them to stay focused, that the game wasn't over, and that we've been in games like this before, and that we were not going to let the moment be too big, get too big for us, that we were going to fight. I told them to lay it all out there.
Question for the players?
Oh, I got one.
Hold on.
It's a good thing you can shoot free throws. Kind of walk through those last 3 trips to the line, what's going through your head and all that.
The first 2, I was nervous because I hadn't been having a good game, but once Coach called the timeout, I was able to get myself together, got some support from my team, and I just went out there with my team first, and I made the free throws.
Other questions?
Third one, right? When the timeout there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Other questions?
All right, so Charm, how does it feel to make it to the state tournament and be here and playing?
And I take it as an honor to be here. I got a little emotional after the game. I believe my team deserved to be here, and we worked hard for it, so I'm very happy for us.
Other questions? Other questions for players or coach? Well, Coach, congratulations. Welcome to the state finals.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank y'all. Y'all played a great ball game.
Thank you, girls.
Drinks are yours.
Thank you. All right, let's go, girls.
Thank you. See y'all on Thursday afternoon. She was a player. She was 25 points a game, 18 rebounds a game.
This is the one thing that I think about this is I can't go up to catcher. It's now, but by the time I get there,
Whenever I was with the news and we had unlimited resources,
you can still.
I would have someone designed to go do exactly what you're talking about. Sitting here for the next one, and then bring you the notes.
We ain't got that.
I know what they ain't that way now, but it used to be.
See, now they're late coming in.
Oh, yeah. You want one of these?
Can't hold on to the board then, cost you. I've been told to hold on to it, they were kind of flinging it.
No, that's what I'm saying, like they got up in their face a little bit, turnover city.
Do you know how to pronounce coaches?
I do not.
I introduced you yesterday. I put one of the coach, we'll let the coach do the house. It's like, oh. He goes over to the other meeting. It's Josh, it's Shay, I believe. I introduced her, she told Shea.
I haven't seen them that much this year.
I saw him at Central Regional. She told me then too. Oh, they got a couple. They're all okay. Okay. Thank y'all. Yes, ma'am. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for your hard work. He'll keep you straight right here now.
Yes, sir. It's a few rounds farther than they've ever been, isn't it?
Come on in, girls. Will. Yeah. I understand. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm actually. We got Morgan sitting here. Coach, you're here. Alan is here. That's it. Okay. Okay, let's move this. Do you slide down? It's easy if you slide down. Hey, Coach, tell me.
Gachet,
I want to get
like sachet.
like sachet. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Coach Dana Gachet from the Westminster Oak Mountain. Great game y'all just played, Coach. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Any comments you want to make first, and then we'll open up for questions. Coach Gachet.
I mean, we just had a phenomenal season. Got a super young team. First time we've ever won area championship. First time we've ever won subs. Of course, never made it to regionals. Took both rounds. So we have no seniors. AR's our only junior, so the rest are freshmen and sophomore. And so while it's a tough loss for us, I think we've got a young, resilient team. We'll be back, and definitely going to fight our way back. You know, the champion. To the credit of Hubbard, you know, they. Just like they proved in round 2, they don't give up. They're a very resilient team. We knew that going in. We knew they were going to play us to the wire, and we just didn't execute on a few things there coming down the stretch. So other than that, it was just a great, hard-fought game, I think, by both teams, and hats off to Hubbard. They in the clutch free throws, they really hit them from the line. They're 42, hit some, I think, 4 shots from the free throw line, which was, I'm not sure her strength, and she absolutely performed like a champion. So, you know, they deserve to win today. It was a great game.
Question for coach or players?
AR, were you just, tell me about your game today. I think you had several blocks, and did you know going in that you'd be able to affect the game down low like that?
I definitely, coach has talked a lot about confidence and being confident in our shot and being confident in the team, and a lot about teamwork. And this season we've really had to rely on just like trusting in God and his plan, and like he's definitely the one that's like had the biggest part in this, like getting us this far. So I think that a lot of that is just confidence from coach, but I mean, each game she challenges us to go out and just play our hardest and just do our best, and I think that you know, some of those blocks turning into fouls, that was my bad, that's where I messed up, but I think that a lot of that is just being big and just playing our game that coach has taught us to play.
7 block shots. Yeah. Other questions for player or coach? You got another one?
Coach, tell me about the players' mindset through all this, because each stage is a new adventure and something you guys have never been through. So what did you see from them? What were you telling the girls as you came down the stretch?
I'm really glad you asked us that, because the first half of our season was, our theme was believe. And I kept telling the girls, you don't believe how good you are. And that's not to be overconfident. That's just for, you know, we're 5 years as a varsity program at the school. First 2 seasons, we won 3 games, and so the transition has been, we had to believe we could win. You know, we put in the fundamental work these girls did from early age, and, you know, this was a big turning point for us and as a program and as a school. And after Christmas, when they started seeing they could believe, we picked up some really big wins for us against bigger schools. In schools that had beat us consistently for 3 years. Once we started winning those games, the girls really believed, and then we turned and our chant became finish strong, and then it became 4, you know, make it to the Final 4. Today our chant was 2. We wanted to go down to 1. We almost made it, but that's that, you know, we really believe in vision at Westminster, you know, that you've got to lay a vision there and you got to work for it, and our girls have done that.
Other questions?
We'll kind of walk through this is for all 3 of you, kind of walk through the last 2 minutes. I mean, you're sitting on the lead, you know, they're going after you a little bit. Was it a case of them, maybe not being used to how aggressive they were going to be, some youth nerves, all of the above? But walk through the last couple minutes.
I think, there was a lot of momentum going forward. Sorry. Because we were up by 4 or so points, and we just had to execute, and we didn't do that. And I believe there were some fouls not called, but we have to overcome that, and we can't change that. That's all the refs, and we didn't execute, so we were fouling, which gave them free shots, which gave them the lead.
Coach, you want to comment? Or
Coach just talked to us about how you can do a lot of things right in a game, but it really comes down to execution and fundamentals, and I think that's where we kind of slipped up a little bit. And I fouled out, so I didn't get to play the last minute and a half. So that was rough, but I think that's when it's a really mental game, and I think that we just didn't overcome the mentalness, and we just didn't execute where we needed to.
I think being a young team, one of our things that we've gotten better at, and we're going to have to keep getting better, is playing the lead, and not necessarily stalling and slowing down, but playing possession basketball at the end when you're ahead. And we got beat on baseline once. They got AR fouled. They got her fourth foul, and that really hurt us because then she was going for a block, got her fifth. One of our game plans was not to get in foul trouble. We had one of our best three-pointers sitting on the bench at the end. Of course, AR was sitting at the end, so we lost our rebounder and block shot. So, and we took a shot when we shouldn't have late in the game. And they knew it coming to the bench. They knew that we should have pulled out, played for a better shot. So I think that's just a lot of youth and just that. A pressure game is good for us. We love that pressure game. We're a transition team, so again, I hate to keep saying the same thing. We just didn't execute a few things late that kind of got us.
Another question?
So Morgan, just how fun was this year, and how encouraging is it that you're not graduating anybody, so you know that you guys can just build on this?
And Momo's a freshman, by the way. And MVP of the region. Yeah.
No pressure on you.
I'm proud of Momo.
This season was definitely probably the most fun, if that's how you put it. Because, we had a lot of strength at the beginning of the season, and this summer we built strength and worked on execution and just basic fundamentals, and we were ready with those by the first game. So going ahead and getting those wins really builds confidence and momentum, which pretty excites you and just makes you ready for whatever's coming next.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a great season, and we look forward to seeing you here next year.
Yes,
Thank
we will
you.
be back. Thank you.
This is the first group that I've seen in here in 13 years that come in crying and had their chins up.
Well, we know we're going to be back.
Yes.